Auzu billahi minash shaitani rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Surah number 6, Surah Al-An'am, the cattle. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, who has created the heavens and the earth, and brought into being darkness and light. Yet those who deny the truth said of equals to their Lord. It is He who has created you out of clay, and then has decreed a term for you, a term known only to Him, yet you are still in doubt. He is Allah both in the heavens and on earth. He has knowledge of all that you hide and all that you reveal. He knows what you do. Yet every time a sign comes to them from their Lord, they turn away from it. They have rejected truth whenever it came to them. Yet more news will reach them concerning what they have been making a mockery of. Have they not seen how many generations we destroyed before them? We established them on the earth more firmly than you, and we sent the clouds over them, pouring down abundant rain and made the rivers flow at their feet. Yet we destroyed them for their sins and raised up another generations after them. But even if we have sent down to you a book written on parchment, and they had touched it with their own hands, those who deny the truth would still have said, "This is mere magic." They ask, "Why has an angel not been sent down to him?" If we did send down an angel, the matter would be settled, and they would not have been granted any respite. Indeed, if we had sent an angel as messenger, we would have made him in the form of a man as well, and would have thus added to their confusion. Messengers have been mocked before you, but those who scoffed were overtaken by the very thing they scoffed at. Say, travel about the land and see what was the end of the deniers. Say, to whom belong all that is in the heavens and earth? Say, to Allah. He has taken it upon himself to be merciful. That he will gather you on the day of resurrection is beyond all doubt. Those who have forfeited their souls will never have faith. To him belongs all that dwells in the night and the day. He is the all hearing and the all knowing. Say, shall I take as my protector someone other than Allah, creator of the heavens and the earth, who feeds all and is fed by none? Say, I have been commanded to be the first of those who submit. Do not be one of the polytheists. Say, I will never disobey my Lord, for I fear the punishment of a dreadful day. Anyone from whom punishment is averted on that day has been shown great mercy by Allah. That is a supreme achievement. If Allah should let any harm touch you, no one could remove it except He. If He should let some good touch you, know that He has the power to do all that He wills. He reigns supreme over His servants, and He is the all wise, the all aware. Ask them, what carries the most weight as a witness? Tell them it is Allah. He is a witness between you and me. Say, this Quran has been revealed to me so that through it I may warn you and whoever it reaches. Do you really bear witness that there are other deities beside Allah? Say, I do not bear witness to this. Say, He is only one Allah, and I disown whatever you associate with Him. Those to whom we have given the scriptures know this, as they know their own sons. But those who have ruined their own souls will not believe. Who does greater wrong than he who invents a lie against Allah and denies his signs? Assuredly, the wrongdoers will not succeed. On the day when we gather them all together, we will say to those who associated others with us, where are those partners that you claimed? Then they will have no excuse but to say, by Allah, our Lord, we have never been polytheists. See how they lie to themselves, and how those the deities they invented have deserted them. Among them are some who listen to you, but we have placed veils over their hearts and deafness in their ears, which prevent them from understanding what you say. Even if they saw all the signs, they would still not believe in them. When those who deny the truth come to dispute with you, they will say, this is nothing but ancient fables. And they bar others from believing and themselves keep away. But they ruin no one but themselves, though they fail to realize this. If you could only see when they are set before the fire, they will say, if only we could be sent back, then we would not deny the signs of our Lord and we would be of the believers. The truth they used to hide will become all too clear to them. But if they were sent back, they would return to what they had been forbidden, for they are indeed liars. They say, there is nothing beyond our life in this world. We shall not be raised up again from the dead. If you could only see when they are made to stand before their Lord, He will ask them, is this second life not the truth? They will say, yes, by our Lord. He will say, then taste the punishment that comes from your having refused to acknowledge the truth. Those indeed are the losers who deny the meeting with Allah. When the hour comes on them suddenly, they cry, alas for us that we neglected it. They shall bear their burdens on their backs. Evil are the burdens they shall bear. The life of this world is but a sport and a pastime. Surely, the home of the hereafter is best for those who fear Allah. Will you not understand? We know that what they say grieves you. It is not you that the wrongdoers are rejecting. Rather, it is the signs of Allah that they reject. Other messengers have been denied before you, and they bore their rejection and persecution steadfastly until our help came to them. There is no one who can change the words of Allah. You have already received some account of those messengers. If you find their rejection hard to bear, then seek a tunnel into the ground or a ladder into the sky, if you can, and bring them a sign. Had Allah so willed, He would indeed have given them all His guidance. So do not be among the ignorant. Only they who listen can respond to a call. And as for the dead, Allah will raise them up, and then they will all return to Him. They ask, why has no sign been sent down to him from his Lord? Say, Allah alone has the power to send down a sign. But most of them do not understand. There is not an animal that moves about on the earth, nor a bird that flies on its two wings, but are creatures like you. We have left out nothing in the book. They shall all be gathered before their Lord. Those who reject our signs are deaf and dumb, groping along in darkness. Allah lets anyone He wishes go astray and sets whoever He will on a straight path. Say, tell me if the punishment of Allah came upon you, or the hour overtook you? Would you call upon any other than Allah if you are truthful? Indeed, it is on him that you would call, and he could remove that affliction which made you call on him, if he will. And then you would forget the false deities which you associate with him. We sent messengers before you, O Prophet, to many communities and afflicted their people with suffering and hardship, so that they might humble themselves. When the affliction decreed by us befell them, they did not humble themselves, but rather their hearts hardened. For Shaitan had made all their doings seem fair to them. When they had forgotten our admonition, we granted them all that they desired. But just as they were rejoicing in what they were given, we seized them suddenly and they were plunged into despair. The wrongdoers were thus annihilated. All praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, Rabbul Alameen. Say, if Allah should take away your hearing and your sight and seal your hearts, who is the deity who could restore it to you save Allah? See how we explain the signs to them in diverse ways, yet they turn away. Ask them, tell me if the punishment of Allah came upon you suddenly or predictably, would any but the wrongdoers be destroyed? We send the messengers only to give good news and to warn. So those who believe and reform themselves need have no fear nor will they grieve. Chastisement will befall those who reject our signs because of their disobedience. Say, I do not say to you that I possess the treasures of Allah, nor do I know the unseen, nor do I say to you that I am an angel. I follow only that which is revealed to me. Say, are the blind and the seeing alike? Can you not then think? Warn by it those who fear to be gathered before their Lord, when they have no guardian or intercessor besides Allah, so that they may become God fearing. Do not send away those who call upon their Lord in the morning and in the evening, seeking only His grace. You are not by any means accountable for them, nor are they accountable for you. If you turn them away, you yourself will become one of the unjust. In this way, we try some of them by means of others, so that they may ask, are these lowly ones whom Allah has singled out for His favors from among us? Does Allah not know best who are the grateful ones? When those who believe in our revelations come to you, say, peace be upon you. Your Lord has taken it upon Himself to be merciful, so that if anyone among you does evil in ignorance and repents thereafter and makes amends, then He is most forgiving and ever merciful. Thus we make plain our sign, so that the path of the evildoers might be laid bare. Say, I am forbidden to worship those who call upon besides Allah. Say, I do not follow your whims and desires. If I did, I would go astray and cease to be rightly guided. Say, I stand by the clear evidence from my Lord, yet you deny it. What you seek to hasten is not within my power. Judgment is for Allah alone. He declares the truth. He is the best of judges. Say, if what you seek to hasten were within my power, the matter would be settled between you and me. Allah best knows the evildoers. He holds the keys to the unseen. None knows them but He. He has knowledge of all the land and sea contain. No leaf falls without His knowledge, nor is there a single grain in the darkness of the earth, or anything wet or dry, but is recorded in a clear record. It is He who gathers you in at night and knows all that by day. Then He raises you up during the day so that an appointed term may be completed. Then to Him you shall return, and He will declare to you all that you used to do. He is the absolute master over His servants. He sends forth guardians, angels, who watch over you until when death approaches one of you. Our angels take His soul, and they never fail in their duty. Then they will all be returned to Allah, their true Lord. The judgment is His alone. He is the swift reckoner. Say, who is it who delivers you from the dark depths of land and sea when you call out to Him, humbly and in secret, saying, if He rescues us from this, we shall most certainly be among the grateful? Say, it is Allah who delivers you from it and from every other distress. Yet you associate partners with Him. Say, He has the power to send punishment on you from above your heads or from beneath your feet, or to divide you in sects and make you taste one another's violence. See how we explain our revelations in various ways, so that they may understand. Your people have rejected the message we have sent through you, though it is the truth. Say, I am not your keeper. Every prophecy has its fixed time to be fulfilled, and soon you will come to know. When you see people engaged in finding fault with our revelations, withdraw from them until they turn to some other topic. Should Satan cause you to forget this, take leave of the wrongdoers as soon as you remember. The God fearing are not in any way held accountable for the wrongdoers. Their only duty is to remind them, so that they may fear Allah. Leave alone those for whom religion is only a sport and pastime, and are deceived by the life of this world. But continue to remind them with the Quran, lest a soul be held in pledge because of what it has wrought, having no helper or intercessor besides Allah. Whatever ransom they may offer, it will not be accepted. Such are those that are damned by their own actions. They will have boiling water to drink and a painful punishment for their denial of truth. Say, instead of Allah, shall we call upon that which can neither benefit us nor harm us? Are we to turn upon our heels after Allah has guided us? Like one who, beguiled by devils in the land, wanders bewildered, his companions calling him to the right path, saying, come to us. Say, God's guidance is the only guidance. We are commanded to surrender ourselves to the Lord of the universe. Say, our prayers regularly and to fear God. He it is to whom you will be gathered. It was He who created the heavens and the earth for a true purpose. On the day when He says, be, it shall be. His word is the truth. All sovereignty shall be His on the day when the trumpet is sounded, the knower of the unseen and the visible. He is the wise, the aware one. Remember when Abraham said to his father, Azar, do you take idols as your gods? I see that you and your people have clearly gone astray. In this way, we showed Abraham our kingdom of the heavens and the earth, so that he might have certainty of faith. When night descended on him, he saw a star. He said, This is my Lord. Then when it set, he said, I do not love things that set. When he saw the moon rise and spread its light, he said, This is my Lord. But when it set, he said, If my Lord does not guide me, I will be one of the misguided people. Then when he saw the sun shining, he said, This is my Lord. This is the greatest of all. Then when it said, he said, My people, I disown all that you worship besides Allah. I have set my face with single-minded devotion towards him who has created the heavens and the earth. I am not one of the polytheists. His people argued with him. He said, Are you arguing with me about Allah, which has guided me? I have no fear of any partner you ascribe to him, unless my Lord should wish otherwise. My Lord encompasses all things in his knowledge. So will you not pay heed? Why should I fear what you associate with him? While you do not fear to associate with Allah, that for which he has sent down to you no authority? Tell me, if you know the truth, which side has more right to feel secure? It is those who have faith and do not mix their faith with wrongdoing who will be secure. And it is these who are rightly guided. This is the reasoning we gave to Abraham against his people. We raise in rank anyone we please. Your Lord is wise and aware. We gave him Isaac and Jacob, each of whom we guided as we had guided Noah before. Among his descendants were David and Solomon, and Job, Joseph, Moses, and Aaron. Thus do we reward the righteous. Zechariah, John, Jesus, and Elijah, every one of them was righteous. Ismail, Elisha, Jonah, and Lot. We favored each one of them above other people, and also some of their forefathers, their offspring, and their brothers. We chose them and guided them to a straight path. This is the guidance of Allah. He gives that guidance to whichever of his servants he pleases. If they had associated other deities with him, surely all they did would have been of to no avail. Those are the ones to whom we gave the scripture, wisdom, and prophethood. If these people, the Makkans, reject it, we shall entrust it to a people who will never refuse to acknowledge it. Those, the previous prophets, were the people whom God guided. Follow their guidance then and say, I ask no reward for this from you. It is only a reminder for all mankind. They do not make a just estimate of Allah when they say, Allah has not revealed anything to any human being. Say, who revealed the book which Moses brought? A light and a guidance for the people, which you made into separate sheets, showing some but hiding many. You have been taught things but neither you nor your forefathers had known before. Say, Allah has sent it. Then leave them toying away with their speculation. This is a blessed book, which we have revealed, confirming what came before it, so that you may warn the mother of cities, Makkah, and the people around it. Those who believe in the hereafter do believe in it, and they are ever mindful of their prayers. Who could do greater wrong than someone who invents a lie against Allah, or who says, "It has been revealed to me," while nothing has been revealed to him, or someone who says, "I will send down the like of what Allah has sent down"? If you could only see the wrongdoers in the throes of death, when the angels are stretching out their hands, saying, "Give up your souls," today you will be repaid with a humiliating punishment for saying false things about Allah and being arrogant about His signs. And now you have returned to us alone, as we created you at first, leaving behind all that we gave you. Nor do we see with you your intercessors, those who claimed were your partners with Allah. The link between you is cut, and that which you presumed has failed you. It is Allah who splits the seeds and the fruit alone. He brings forth the living from the death, and the death from the living. That is Allah. How then can you delude it? Turn away from the truth. He causes the break of day and has made the night for rest. And he made the sun and the moon to a precise measure. That is the measure determined by the Almighty and the All Knowing. It is He who has set up for you the stars so that you might be guided by them in the midst of the darkness of land and sea. We have made the signs clear for people who want to understand. It is He who first produced you from a single soul, then gave you a place to stay in life and a resting place after death. We have made our revelations clear to those who are men of understanding. It is He who sends down water from the sky. With it, we produce vegetation of all kinds. Out of green foliage, we produce clustered grain, and from the date palm, out of its sheath, we produce bunches of dates hanging low. We produce vineyards, olive groves, and pomegranates, alike yet different. Look at their fruit as He causes it to grow and ripen. In this are signs for people who believe. They have set up jinns as associates with Allah, even though He created them. They have even dared, in their ignorance, to attribute sons and daughters to Him. Hallowed be He, and exalted far above what they ascribe to Him, the originator of the heavens and the earth. How could He have a son when He has no consort? He created everything and is aware of everything. This is Allah, your Lord. There is no Allah but Him, the creator of all things. So worship Him. He is the guardian of all things. No vision can grasp Him, but He takes in over all vision. He is the subtle and aware one. Clear insights have come to you from your Lord. Whoever therefore chooses to see does so for his own good, and whoever chooses to remain blind does so to his own loss. Say, "I am not here as your keeper." This is how we explain our revelation in various ways, so that they might come to the point of saying, "You have read this out to us," and that we might make it clear that this is the truth to those who are eager to know. Follow what has been revealed to you from your Lord, there is no deity but Him, and ignore the polytheists. If Allah had willed, they would not have associated anything with Him. We did not appoint you over them as their keeper, nor are you their guardian. Do not revile those beings whom they invoke instead of Allah, lest they in their hostility revile Allah out of ignorance. Thus, to every people we have caused their actions to seem fair. To their Lord they shall all return, and He will declare to them all that they have done. They swear a solemn oath by Allah that if there should come to them a sign, they will believe in it. Say, signs are granted only by Allah. How can you tell that if a sign be given to them, they will indeed believe in it? We will turn away their hearts and eyes from the truth, since they refuse to believe in it in the first instance. We will let them wander blindly in their insolence. Even if we send down angels to them and cause the dead to speak to them, and we gathered together everything in front of them, they would still not believe, unless Allah had so willed. But most of them behave ignorantly. In like manner, we have assigned for every prophet an opponent, shaitans from among men and jinn, who make evil suggestions to each other by means of specious words in order to deceive. Had it been your Lord's will, they would not have done so. So leave them alone to their fabrication, in order that the hearts of those who do not believe in the life to come might incline towards those suggestions and being pleased, persist in their sinful ways. Should I seek a judge other than Allah, when it is He who has revealed the book, clearly explained? Those to whom we gave the book earlier know that it is the truth revealed by your Lord. Therefore, have no doubts. End of verse 114 of Surah Al An'am, the cattle.